Look at this. Oh!
That ain't it, man. Is that a bat?
She's eating a bat.
That ain't it.
Dude.
Applaud that lady.
So, this Chinese influencer on Instagram filmed herself eating a bat.
This is just being earnest. Your man Dirty Ern, Daniel Oda, somebody should have told you we're in here. I told you, if you tuned into our first episode of the new year, I could be overreacting, but I told you 17, 20, 18, 20, 19, 20 plagues.
Yes.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to warn you to be vigilant out there.
But hilariously, the plagues did actually happen 100 years apart, and it was like exact.
It's called the coronavirus.
Oh, that's what we're dealing with right now in China.
That's what we're dealing with in China. There's been cases in Chicago, Seattle, and out here in the Bay Area.
Yes, the last reported case, which I think was yesterday, right? Was Santa Clara
County.
Santa Clara County.
Yeah, that's like San Jose and all of that.
Yeah, just South Bay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's here.
So, you got, and you know what they told you to do?
What?
Wash your hands.
No, man.
Applaud the government.
The virus is here. Do you understand?
They told you, wash your hands and all of that. Meanwhile,
the people come in with hazmat suits to get this person.
Yeah. Make sure you wash your hands. There's people eating bats.
Yeah. So
I'm not saying it's connected. I don't know.
Well, here's the interesting thing about that video. Is that video was about a year old. And the reason why that's coming up again is because that particular influencer...
that is... Okay, so that is a Chinese influencer.
Yeah, super popular on Instagram.
Okay.
Maybe doing that for shock value, or I don't know, found out that maybe this was a cuisine or something like that.
Okay.
But she spoke out recently because she felt a sort of
responsibility.
Like a guilt and a shame and a responsibility for maybe like providing this
propaganda, racism. Whatever.
Well, no, I mean, like, she was afraid that she had started a trend of people requesting bat soup. And now, when that happens, the whatever little niche restaurant in China that was actually serving bat soup got an influx of orders for bat. So now they have to capture more bats. But, dude, this is the crazy thing. I looked up...
So they over here... Eating rabid animals.
Yeah, well, dude, like what? The crazy
I don't know if a bat is a rabid animal, but come on, man.
And I'm glad you brought up the word rabid because I looked up what are the dangers of ingesting bats, and I found out that bats are carriers of rabies. It's extremely dangerous to eat a bat. And when you saw that,
applaud Ern for my blind wisdom.
You nailed it, man, for sure. But, dude, that bat didn't even look cooked in that soup.
That looked like it was like a live bat. It looked like it could have flew off.
That looked like, remember when Manu Ginobili smacked that bat in that stadium?
Yeah.
Looked like the bat just got slapped across the face and just thrown in the soup. They look fresh. Straight from the cave.
I don't know what they're doing over there in China. I don't know where this virus come from. But I don't know. Oh, hold on. You telling me to hold on? Daniel Oda did some investigative journalism, and we're getting the info today.
I did some investigative journalism.
All right, there you go.
And I found out this is on The Sun. This is a British newspaper company.
Yeah. Is The Sun like that's what they do, right? That's a real news company.
Yes, The Sun is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So The Sun reported they were talking about this Chinese influencer in the video, and then they went on to go downward in terms of like investigating like how harmful is it to ingest bats, and they found out that a Chinese health minister Mao Xiaowei
Mao Xiaowei.
Yeah, there you go. Said that it was entering a crucial stage of the virus, and reported that the China Science Bulletin has claimed that the new coronavirus shared a strain of virus found in bats.
Come on, man.
Dude.
Come on, man.
There's actual evidence that they have similar strains in the bats.
Y'all over there eating bats, though, on strength, though, and you spreading viruses on the strength of bats?
Now, we can't confirm, nor can we deny the connection between these bats.
Yeah, we cannot confirm nor deny any of that.
But we do know that the virus.
These are real sources that we trying to connect to find out. You know, how did this all start,
dude?
You know,
the viruses always start from animals,
right?
Yeah, and I found this like I don't know why I clicked on this, but Netflix has this show called Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah, in the show, there's a man that literally goes traveling throughout China. Like checking up.
Come on now, doing what?
Well, his job is to inoculate animals. So he goes through.
What do you mean inoculate? Can you explain inoculate?
So what he's doing is providing
inoculate.
So what he's doing is providing injections to all these chickens.
Why?
So that like under unsafe living conditions where like viruses can spread and they're prone to get sick, he's making sure that they don't develop a virus that humans can ingest. And he does it to pigs. He does it to all kinds of livestock in China. And this was just in China. In the show, there's these doctors that try and figure out like preventative actions. There's one group of people that's trying to create a universal cure for the flu, but they really did center around this one dude his job is to just travel China.
Really? And
he said in the show, it's not a matter of how the outbreak starts, it's a matter of when. Yeah. And it's almost like he could see it coming and he's just trying to go around and just prevent it as much as he could. It was crazy.
Yeah. But you never suspect bats.
You never suspect bats. How do you even catch a bat? Like,
I don't know, man. I'm sure it's easy to catch bats. You get you a big net. You flush them out. Get them, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't barbecue it though.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like that bat looked like a bat. You know.
Why are you rocking with animals? Like, just leave the animals alone, man. Leave the animals. Let the animals be animals. I've said it many a times. I'm sure, we could scroll back tape of me talking about let animals be animals.
Oh, yeah. Earn on animals.
It's not natural. Animals should be with animals and doing animal things. I try to go meat free. I went meat free today. Mm-hmm. Went meat free yesterday. I don't go meat free all the time. But I try to, stop from ingesting carcass all the time.
Yeah, just kind of cleanse a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah. But, man, it's just like, man, you ain't cooking your food out there, man? Like,
they do a lot of wild stuff out there. A lot of next level stuff. I seen YouTube videos of Chinese girls eating octopuses and things like that. That was like alive and stuff.
Oh, like still squirming and shit? Yeah, I've seen that too.
I think that's just next level, man. I just don't understand.
Do you know how octopi, plural of octopus, do you know how they attack when they feel threatened? They shoot out ink that actually has a toxin in it.
Yeah. They shoot out ink.
Bro, that's what you're eating?
Yeah, that thing inked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, it probably inked on itself while it was... Probably octopus will ink on itself while it's in your mouth.
Probably got scared. Yeah.
Yeah, or get scared and ink on itself.
Yeah.
Humans do it too.
Yeah. You know, in Vietnam, snake is a delicacy over there. And they drink, they skin the snake and they cook the snake. They drink the snake blood.
Why they want to do that?
I don't know. It's
Where you say that? Vietnam?
Vietnam. It's a delicacy. And they eat the heart of the snake too. Grab out the heart. It's like the coup de grace. It's like the final dish. But
all people in Vietnam don't do that.
No.
My homie Daniel Wynn don't do that.
Okay, word.
I'm just saying, I don't know nobody named Daniel Wynn, but I know.
You just made that up, cuz?
I just made that up, but I'm just saying.
Applaud your racism.
Applaud my racism, but you know, Wynn is a Vietnamese name. Some people call it Nugent. I don't know why only Americans call it that. But
the thing about the snake,
I was just illustrating that, you know, we just talking about probably like a certain demographic of people in Vietnam.
Yeah, but the thing is with the snake though is that they cook it.
Yeah, they cook it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little crispy and stuff like that.
Yeah, the blood is boiled. It's
nasty. Don't be saying it all casual the way you do. I don't like that.
You wouldn't drink snake blood? Man.
No, sir. I wouldn't even eat it. No, sir. I don't have an iron stomach. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, young like you. You know.
Well, some people just have a problem with snakes.
I have a problem with snakes.
I mean, I get it. They don't have any limbs and they move by slithering. Yeah.
You know, they bite and shit.
Yeah. They're very mysterious.
They strangle.
Yeah.
You know.
Boa constrictors kill you by suffocating you, by strangling you. Yeah. You know, I get it.
That's not the move. You know, animals are not the move. Everybody, you know, they got their dogs. I understand that. You know, the dog will understand you. You know, you can talk to the dog. Dog will do what you tell it to do.
Yeah.
But all the other animals, I just don't understand. I'm sorry. You go ahead with your cats. You have a cat. See, this is why, you know, I wish I could see some of my relatives on Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, but I won't be able to. But I wish I could ask them about their relationship. My aunt has 4 cats.
4? That's
4 cats.
I feel like that's maybe 3 too many, but
me too. But you know, she got 4. I think 4, maybe 3. I don't know. And I just want to understand the cat relationship. Like, can you talk to a cat? Well, can you tell a cat to do something and the cat will go do? Can the cat go get your slippers? Oh, I don't know. Can a cat? The best trick that I've seen the cat do is pee and poop in a litter box. I never really seen a cat do nothing magnificent. Have you? Come on, man. Have you ever seen a cat do something magnificent? I'm not hating on cats. I'm asking a question. I'm being curious.
Usually cats kind of just do their own thing and they don't really want to fuck with you. Really.
Man.
Sometimes they act like they're annoyed of you. See, a dog always like adores you and loves you and stuff like that. But cats, they'll come up to you and they'll rub against you and purr. But a lot of time they don't really want to be around you.
One time, I forgot where I was living at. Oh yeah, I was living out here in Richmond, and there was some cats mating in my driveway, and it sounded like I'm sorry, it sounded like rape.
Oh my God!
Have you ever heard cats making love?
No.
It sounds like rape. You know, it sounds terrible. It sounds like they're fighting. It sounds like a vicious fight to the death. And it's just not cool. I don't know how you can get your kicks with somebody fighting against you. clawing. I don't know what it looks like. I be scared. You know, I don't mess with animals. So I just hear it, like, oh, what's going on? And then my lady would tell me, oh, you know, they doing it or whatever. I'm like, How?
Well, I didn't hear two cats mating, but when I was living in Pittsburgh, I lived by the marina, and there's these stray cats that would, you know, come around our block. And
they would fight?
One night, I heard a fight to the death. And me and my friend Reynard, we had the same side of the house, and we both heard the same shit. And it started off with just like, you know, a couple things like bottles clanging and all this stuff, and just kind of like, meow, what's up, man? and then you know, you heard just the swipes and just screams and all this stuff, and it sounded like, oh my god, it sounded like murder, like cat murder.
Man.
And it was because after the fight was over with, there was this long pause, and then one of the cats was still left in the alleyway on the side of our house, just going, "Meow."
No, that's not cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Applaud yourself for laughing. Applaud us.
I mean, it was, you know.
I mean, we went from coronavirus to talking about these here cats.
I don't know.
And dogs. Because it's us. We're talking about animals, you know. Humans should leave animals in the animal world. Stop trying to domesticate them and eat them.
Do you remember the last big flu that killed, you know, hundreds of people? It was the bird flu.
The bird flu or the swine flu?
Or the swine flu, also coming from an animal.
Come on now.
That's how it be going, man.
Let's get on some get right, people.
I'm telling you. Stop eating bats.
Stop eating bats.
Don't eat bats, okay?
And we'll come back, and when we come back, we'll talk about dumb Americans.
Sure.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bringing that last segment into a dark place about cat rape.
Oh my god.
So, during the break, I looked up cats having sex.
Ern saw a video of cats having sex.
Turns out they're not loud or anything. I know I seem disturbed, but I'm not. I just wanted proof that what I heard was that's how cats do it. But turns out in no frame or form, that's how cats do it.
So I'm pretty sure that you heard a fight to the death, just like I did.
I heard cats. I don't know if I heard a fight to the death, but I heard a brutal fight. And, you know, it turns out cats make sweet love.
Well, sorry.
You know,
oh,
it is what it is.
How many videos of cats having sex did you see when you searched it up?
For me to know, 2.
How many popped up when you searched it?
Too many. Too many. I typed in cats making love.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. Maybe I get some type of call or some type of email from somebody thinking I'm some disturbed person. And I tell them, no, I'm cool. I got a podcast and I was doing some research because I said something outlandish, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want them to think I'm somebody who can't use the internet. I know somebody like that. He can't use the internet.
Oh, word?
Well, I think you know him too. He's a weird fella. He's a weird fella. He wears glasses.
Oh, I do know this person.
Yeah. And, you know,
he can't use the internet for more than like 3 hours at a time.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that. So just to let anybody know who follows up on me that if you search my search history, that I was just wanted some proof that cats don't sound like they're fighting to the death when they're making love.
Right. I think you're fine.
I have a talk with some people who let me run with this theory. I apologize. Anyway, we're going into, what's her name? Andrea Grosher?
Oh, the Massachusetts woman.
Okay, while we're getting into stories.
Andrea Grosher.
Andrea Grosher, age 51, of Ashland, Massachusetts. Now, I don't know she's a nanny, and I don't know how they get down in Massachusetts. But, Daniel, can you get through this story of what happened with Andrea Grosher?
Okay, so cops in Natick, Massachusetts say that they have arrested 51-year-old Andrea Grosher after she allegedly made a habit of pooping outside a sporting goods store. And she's been charged with 8 counts of destruction of property.
8 counts of destruction of property. So
she kept going back to the same parking lot outside the same store and laying down some brown. I remember her excuse was she has IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable bowel syndrome, and she had to lay down some brown. And what kills me is that the sporting goods store is right up the street from her work, where she works in a house as a nanny. So I would think if your stomach hurts and you work in a house and you gotta bust a grumpy, that you can actually go in there and be like, it's my stomach hurt.
Yeah. I gotta go cut some rope. Sorry, guys.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, just use a toilet at the house you're about to be babysitting.
Why would you decide? They got you on camera.
Dude, that mugshot was crazy.
That guy, that seemed like the owner of the sporting goods store, was like cool about it at first. He was like, but it just kept happening. She turned it into a ritual. Like, oh, I'm going to have a good day if I just go, you know what I'm saying, make an underwater sculpture on land.
Yeah. She was habitual with this. It
seemed like that was her thing.
It was just her thing, but like maybe she was afraid that that if she went into the house where she was babysitting and she said like, all right guys, I'll be right back, and
that's even worse than not wiping your butt properly, but taking a dump while you're paranoid.
But
who wants that? That would make my anxiety so high, taking a dump outside in the parking lot.
Oh, that's crazy.
In the daylight?
Yeah. So why would she do this out in a parking lot rather than at the home that she's about to go babysit?
Could you imagine being the parents that were paying this lady to watch your child? The fact that she would just take a dump outside for no reason when she don't have to? That's something else going on.
Is it possible that she was afraid that if she took dropped a deuce in the family's house, that it would be so funky that they would just be like, nah, you keep taking a shit in our house week after week, and it's just crazy up in there. I think we need to let you go. Like,
you took 7 dumps today. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So that's a good angle. Shout out to Daniel Odo on another angle. Okay. So
yeah.
So you say that she might, her irritable bowel syndrome is so bad that she already takes 12, 13 dumps in a day there.
I'm saying that I think maybe something was going on.
And they already talked to her like, dang, this house man, somebody to tow it up.
Just constantly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, man, you gonna, you know what I'm saying?
It's a little too much.
Right? Can you stop taking so many dumps, or maybe can you make sure you let it all out before you get here?
Yeah, Andrea, could you maybe just have one good one?
Like, speaking of like grumpies, that's probably she got probably like to be having the grumpies of all grumpies, pushing them things out.
Just a furious grumpy.
Her stomach is furious. And I feel bad for her. Not really. Not really. I don't feel bad for her. She taking dumps outside. You could just go to Burger King or something.
Yeah. Or go inside the sporting goods store and use their toilet.
If they have one there. You probably,
Whatever. I mean,
everybody don't have a toilet. You go to a fast food restaurant, they got one. And, I personally, I like home field advantage.
Yes.
If you can, but sometimes it'd be grumpy.
Yeah.
And you got to lay down some brown. So, I mean, I feel her, but then at the same time, not on taking dumps outside. That's like that's.
I think she was afraid because I believe
It's like you're not camping, you're not camping and nothing like that. You ain't in the wilderness.
I'm willing to bet that she was afraid of displaying her dumps inside a household
To where you're not okay.
Because
even when you say I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because didn't I read in the report that the sporting goods owner said he constantly found mounds of dumps?
Mounds, yeah. I'm telling you, that's what we say, the grumpy of all grumpies.
Yeah.
She had to push out grumpies, like, she had to bust one so viciously. And
vicious.
But see, my thing is how do you find the nerve to just take a dump in a parking lot?
Oh, that's crazy.
Because you're not even in a bush. You're in a parking lot in camera view.
Yeah.
Taking dumps.
Pinching off a loaf.
And this has to be so shameful for her. So shameful. Look at her mugshot.
That is a face of shame.
Yeah, that is a face of shame.
Yeah.
We're gonna end on that note.
God.
If you guys, have to take a dump, try to find the cleanest one nearby.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, she's in Massachusetts. It can't be nothing like this out here.
Yeah. Could you imagine walking by and stepping in Dookie and it was human Dookie?
Mounds?
Yeah.
Be like, hold on, man, there's horses around here? I ain't seen nobody walk a horse around here in years. This is a parade in town? It's fucking camels and shit.
Did this a horse?
Yeah. We out of here.